Welcome, problem solving fans, to another problem of the day, and this one is all about cola and cakes. Well, we get told that 8 cans of cola costs £4.80, and 2 cans of cola and 3 cakes cost £3.60. How much does one cake cost? Well, there's a couple of ways you could do this. The first thing you could do is divide this £4.80 by 8, and that would tell you what one can costs. Well, let's try that. So £4.80 divided by 8. See what that is. 8 into 4 won't go because 8 is bigger than 4, so it won't squeeze in there. But because it wouldn't go, we haven't really used the 4, so carry the 4 along to make 48. 8 into 48 is exactly 6 times. And 8 into 0 won't go. So that leaves it being 0.60, or pounds, or in other words, 60p. So what we've just found is that each can is worth 60p. So 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60. All the cans are worth 60. But in the second part of the question, that means these 2 cans are also worth 60. But if the 2 cans are worth 60p, then the 2 cans together must be worth 2 lots of 60p. And 2 lots of 60p is £1.20. So we get told that 2 cans of cola and 3 cakes cost £3.60. Well, if we subtract the £1.20 off of £3.60, so £3.60 take away £1.20, we'll get left with the cost of the 3 cakes. So 0 take away 0 is 0, 6 take away 2 is 4, 3 take away 1 is 2. Put the decimal point in, so the 3 cakes must be worth £2.40 altogether. But that isn't the cost of one cake, that's all 3 cakes put together. So what we would need to do then is split the £2.40 equally into 3 equal prices. So in other words, divide it by 3. So £2.40 divided by 3, because there's 3 cakes. 3's into 2 won't go, because 3's bigger than 2. But you haven't really used the 2 yet, so you carry the 2. 3's into 24 goes 8 times, and 3's into none goes none. Don't forget your decimal point, 0.80 pounds, or in other words, 80p. So what we're saying is that each cake is worth 80p. So how much does one cake cost? Final answer, 80p, or 0.80 pounds is another way of saying 80p. Now, there is another way you could have actually started this question a few minutes ago. You may have spotted that to get from 8 cans to 2 cans, you could have just divided by 4, which would mean you would have divided the £4.80 by 4 instead of dividing it by 8. So let's just see what that would have done. So £4.80 divided by 4. 4's into 4 goes once, 4's into 8 goes twice, 4's into 0 goes 0 times. So that's £1.20. Well, all that does is that would tell you straight away that these 2 cans are worth £1.20. Now, we already worked that out earlier anyway, that those 2 cans were worth £1.20 because we knew that they were 60p each. You didn't actually need to know that they were 60p each. You could have just gone straight to dividing 8 cans by 4 to get the 2 cans £1.20, and you still could have carried on from there. But whichever way you do it, it doesn't affect the final answer of 80p for one cake.